What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a homemade acai bowl using a NutriBullet. Okay, so I get these acai packets from Trader Joe's. Basically, it's acai berry, so like it's just the acai berry with water basically. And these like work so well to make your own acai bowls. So basically what you do is you run this packet under hot water for like a couple of seconds just to thaw it out so you can break it up into smaller pieces. Then you add it to the blender with whatever you want to put in your acai bowl. So I'll be sharing my favorite recipe here. And I'm going to specifically be showing you guys how to do it in a NutriBullet. I do not have one of those like fancy high power Vitamix or like a proper smoothie bowl or acai bowl like blender, and I do it in my NutriBullet. It does take more time, but it is very doable. Like you can do it, and it's nice because I thought that I was never gonna be able to make my own like homemade acai or smoothie bowls, but then I figured out that I can with my NutriBullet. So I'm gonna share that with you guys. I'm gonna share the recipe, show you guys how I do it, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, be sure to leave a thumbs up on this video, and don't forget to subscribe, join our YouTube family. I post tons of different types of content, including a ton of baked oats recipes lately. So if you're into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you. Okay, I'm gonna start by thawing this out. I'm just gonna run it under very hot water for like 5 seconds. Okay, so I just did that so that I can kind of break it apart into smaller chunks, just so it's a little bit easier to break. Now, the key to making a thick smoothie bowl or acai bowl is you wanna use as little liquid as possible. You wanna do that because the more liquid you add, the obviously like thinner it will be, but that's what makes it so difficult in a NutriBullet, because less liquid, harder to blend, and it takes longer. So you want to use as little liquid as possible. So I'll usually start with a smaller amount and then add some more if needed. But I'll give you guys all the measurements, and I'll also put the recipe down in the description box below. Okay, so I just have your typical NutriBullet. I will also link that down in the description box below so you guys can get one if you don't have one. It's just, I have the one that comes in 2 sizes in light gray, and I believe it is on sale right now at the time I'm filming this video on Amazon. So if you guys have been wanting one, now's the time to get it. All right, so you break this packet apart, and then I usually end up just cutting it open. There might be an easier way to do it, but okay, so you put all of the pieces into the NutriBullet and then add 1 frozen banana. Some people freeze their bananas after slicing them. I just freeze them whole after peeling them and break them up when I'm making something. Okay, now you could also add like some strawberries, raspberries, cherries, whatever you like. I'm gonna keep it simple today, but I am gonna add some riced cauliflower. It's just a good way to get your veggies in, and it also helps it be thicker because you have something else that's ice. Also, sorry if you hear Mackie eating. He decided to eat breakfast right when I decided to film this video. So I'm gonna add about half a cup of this riced cauliflower. You have to like break it up because if it's frozen in chunks. There we go, so about half a cup. And then I'm gonna start with a 1/4 cup of almond milk. I'm just using original unsweetened almond milk. I'm gonna start with a 1/4 cup, and then I might add more later on. Okay, here's my NutriBullet, and then I like to get a wooden spoon. So you really can use like any type of spoon that you want, but I like using just a wooden spoon. So you kind of want to shake everything down to the bottom. So you'll see, you'll literally like do 1 blend and not much will blend, but you will have things on the side. So then what I like to do is go in and scrape it down, and you basically keep repeating that process until it's blended. Like I said, it takes a lot of time, and you can add a little bit more liquid, but I would caution you, just don't add too much more liquid because you don't want it to get too watered down. And you'll see each time it will get a little more blended. Like I said, it just takes time, and obviously it'd be easier to have a high-powered mixer, but those are really expensive, so I'd rather just use the one I have. You may also want to kind of flip it over. Don't make a mess like I am, but put some of the frozen chunks, kind of like flip it over and put them at the top so that they'll be at the bottom when you put it onto the blender. So you may need to do that a couple times as well. Sometimes I'll kind of break up some of the frozen chunks if you can, which helps too. So as you can see, it is becoming the consistency of an acai bowl. I think I probably could have broken up my banana into smaller chunks because that's kind of what's stuck down there. So I'm just trying to break it up with the spoon here so I can keep going and get this blended together. So as you can see, there's a big chunk of banana at the top there. So I'm going to very carefully flip it over so that that will be right by the blade. So as you can see, we even have that little vortex going. So every now and then you also want to like scrape it off the bottom so that when you put the top on, it doesn't get stuck all to the bottom. All right, so it is all blended. Now you can put it in a bowl with whatever toppings you want. So I'm gonna show you guys how I assemble mine. This is the Trader Joe's vanilla almond granola, and I like to put a little bit of granola on the bottom of an acai bowl. I just feel like it makes it taste so much better. So far there is the acai itself. And then basically top it with whatever you have and whatever sounds good. So I'm gonna do some raspberries and blueberries. I'm gonna add a little bit more granola and some coconut flakes. I am going to top mine with some honey. And there you go. That's how you make a delicious acai bowl that is thick, creamy, just like you get in the store in a NutriBullet. Again, I will have these bowls, the NutriBullet, and the recipe all in the description box below so you guys can follow along. My biggest tip is just be patient. It will work. You just have to give it time. Use as little liquid as possible and don't add unless you absolutely need it, and it will come out delicious. All right, you guys, that's all I got for this video. If you have questions, leave them down in the description box below, or feel free to DM me on Instagram where I share tons of recipes daily. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And again, don't forget to hit subscribe, join our YouTube family. I'd love to have you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Hi, Mackie.